The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. This Celtics group, led by Coach Brad Stevens, he has them fighting every minute of every game. Shaq, he is definitely one of the bright young coaching stars in this league.
Yeah, he pushes every player on his roster to compete. He gets more out of this roster than the sum of his parts. That's real geometrical, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You almost lost me.
Yeah, I am lost. But I'll tell you, what he's done since he's come from the collegiate ranks is he has instilled a style of play in those Celtics. So when you watch the Celtics every night, you say, okay, I know what to expect. Opposing teams respect him. His players love him.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
And before we get going, let's catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Brad Stevens. David, what do you have to say?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Hey, this Celtics team has established defense as a key part of its identity. Coach Brad Stevens said, it's got to be our DNA. If it's not, we're in trouble. Forward Jay Crowder added, we play hard. Guys don't like that in this league. They want an easy, flowing game, but we play hard. Kevin?
They've got some tough physical players, DA. They don't take plays off. And, Steve, for both these teams, a lot of young talent, a lot of youthful exuberance out there.
Yeah, the future is bright. When you have guys that play the right way at a young age, it's exciting to see where they will be 2 or 3 years down the line.
Best is yet to come.
Boys, nice and high.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is out there with Brown. Then there's Horford. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. Now here is Hill. Following the miss by Al Horford. Gobert with a screen for Hill. Hayward kicks to Gobert. And good that time. Gobert's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Jazz.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
Johnson dishes to Crowder. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Hill passes to Favors. It's back to Hill. And stolen by Thomas. To the middle, here's Johnson, tipped away. And stolen by Favors. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the layup's good off the glass.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
Horford with a screen on Hill. Here's Thomas. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. For 3, Hayward. Al Horford with the rebound.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
If you're the defense, that's what you want to do. Make it uncomfortable for the offensive player.
Now here's Crowder. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Thomas's shot is off. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hill kicks to Favors. The shot comes out. Johnson with the defensive effort. Brown dishes to Horford.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
So Horford gets 2.
You know, I've been accustomed of seeing the Utah Jazz in the playoffs forever. This team is poised to make a return to the playoffs after a 4-year absence. This has been their longest playoff drought in over 3 decades.
Ingles kicks to Hayward. The pass to Hill. A 3-ball, 5 on the clock. Another miss by Utah. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Feeds it to Thomas. From 11 feet away, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Thomas got his second bucket of the night. And this 4-year playoff drought for the Jazz ties their longest since the team left Louisiana.
It goes to show you how successful this franchise has been. With legends like Karl Malone and John Stockton, the team made the playoffs for 20 straight seasons between 1984 and 2003.
Brown wide open, he fires. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the 3-point shot is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be draining these looks.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. And here's Hill for 3. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
He's playing with that one extra gear so far that none of the other guys have found yet.
Here's Horford. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Jazz trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Hill. The feed to Hayward from downtown. And it's Hayward again missing. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Thomas with the ball. He had 34 points in the win against Portland. And the shot's good from Crowder.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hill kicks to Favors. Here's Ingles. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Right wing unloads. Favors can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's the screen. Johnson the screen. Outside Thomas. 3-pointer. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Well, the game's starting to add up as we get in the thick of the season. Just how do players, Steve, keep their mental edge during the middle part of a long, long season?
You got to know it's a grind. You got to prepare physically and mentally. And I think also having teammates to help you. You got to spend a lot of time with each other, work out together, and just get through it. Look at what the prize is, trying to win a championship.
You just answered my next question about getting some help from the team and from your teammates. I'm sure the team is locked in on this too.
Yeah, and there are some days the coaches got to have a great balance. You need some days off, a couple days off just to get away from the game to get recharged.
And the Jazz 3 seasons ago were the worst defensive team in the NBA. Last season, they were top 7. I mean, an unbelievable turnaround. But How have they engineered this dramatic defensive turnaround?
Well, give Coach Quinn Snyder a lot of credit, but also understand Rudy Gobert at the defensive end. He makes up a lot of their mistakes. It's becoming their identity.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Hayward.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
So it's Utah now. It's a 10-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Blown opportunity right there. Point-blank lay-in. Come on now.
There's Thomas with the three.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Johnson, the pass to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hill dishes to Johnson. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
He has that swag going on right now. When the defense steps back on him, he loves taking advantage of it.
Thomas kicks to Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And the first one drops. Smart's checked in for Boston. So Horford gets 2.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Hill kicks to Johnson. Here's Ingles, defended by Crowder. The dish to Hill. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-5 run here. And here is Thomas. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Johnson kicks to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Horford the pass to Johnson. Here's Smart. Boston. No good that time either. Jazz trail by 9. Johnson dishes to Hayward. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Back to Hayward. Here's the three. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
The catch-and-shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
Horford with the screen on Hayward. Here's Smart. Horford high post. No one near him. They get the rebound. Johnson can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Favors. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Derek Favors, his ability to play the power forward position and the center position and comfortable in both. He has a combination of strength, length, and mobility, and he can bang on the block and cover out on the perimeter.
First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. Stevie talked to the training staff. Derek Favors' lateral quickness is off the charts for a player of his size.
And you talk about size, you're saying a guy with that much strength and girth. Here's a guy that can move quickly and lateral quickness like a guard.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Joe Ingles. Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dante Exum in for Hill.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Now here's Smart. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Off the screen. That one wide left.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Well, the defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got screwed on that highlight reel play.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now here's Johnson. 8 points his last outing. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Boris Diaz checked in for Utah. They set the screen. Johnson's shot is off. Celtics leading by 3. Rozier kicks to Smart. Screen by Olynyk. Dishes it to Urebko. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Pass to Wiles. Back to Exum. Burks kicks to Wiles. Diaw sets the pick for Exum. Diaw with a wide open look, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Diaw's got his first points in this one. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Now Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Celtics second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Utah's on defense, trailing by 4. Here's Crowder. Here's Olynyk, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And you can see one team is working hard on the glass, and the other not.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. On the free throw, no good. It seems like the Spurs love to generate catch-and-shoot jumpers, but it's awfully tough to defend a guy who can pull up off the dribble at any time. And, Steve, I'm sure you like guys that can do that pull-up jump shooting with a lot of regularity. Any names come to mind, guys that stick out in that category?
Yeah, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, more of a mid-range jump shot. Sean Livingston, more in the mid-range. So you have a lot of guys, a variety of guys that can do that. Paul George, I like the way he can pull up the jump shots at his size.
Some guys like that station, catch it and shoot. Some guys want to think about it a little bit, will move a little bit. Then there are those other ones which run, put on the brakes, and fire away.
I was never one of those guys. I didn't have good brakes.
You know your brakes. You did not have the disc brakes, did you?
No, not
the
at all.
The anti-lock brakes are out.
Nope,
no.
Gone. Pad on pad.
The Celtics have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That's good from Urebko. Jazz trail by 7. Exum kicks to Diaw. Back to Exum. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. Basket counts. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night. Utah shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. And Diaw kicks to Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. 1:14 left in the first. Pass to Wiles. Clock at 6. Utah gets it back. Out to the right wing. Back to Exum, inside. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's your Rebko. He's got 6. Fires at the elbow. Johnson kicks to Diaw. Pass to Exum. Unloads from 13. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Dante Exum, the 5th overall pick in 2014. Very excited to watch him in his 2nd season, but he missed the entire season with an ACL. Nice to see him back in action.
And Exum with great size at point guard, Steve. He's at 6'6", like you.
6'6", with a tremendous first step. Not like me. I love the way he attacks the basket.
The first one falls.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
Both good from the line that time.
Coach Snyder's one of those guys, you know, a lot of guys have the X and O's mindset as a coach. He has an analytical mind, the intellect for the game, and he has a great demeanor on that sideline for the Utah Jazz.
Now here's Smart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Crowder a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Olynyk. Puts up a 3. Utah with the rebound. To the inside. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
They clearly have the size advantage, and they're sending a lot of big bodies to the paint on both sides of the floor.
Jazz trail by 7. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Boris Diaw is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Hayward's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Smart passes to Thomas. To the wing on the left. To Rebko. Off target from 3-point range. Utah is shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Inside, deflects the pass. Outside Thomas. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Smart's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Celtics. Diaw, the screen. Hill kicks to Hayward. Hill sets the screen for Hayward. To the inside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Gordon Hayward's vision is really impressive. He sees the court extremely well for a forward.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Burks. Celtics also with a sub. Brown, he's checked in for Olynyk. And Gordon Hayward with a great in-between game, too, offensively. Smitty, he's got a mid-range pull-up, able to finish in traffic.
And it's all set up because he can handle the basketball and shoot the long ball, but then also he can get to the rim and elevate over, so guys give him room. And then he understands, hey, they're going to give me that much room. Let me just pull up from the elbow, the mid-range game, and make them pay.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lets it go from 14. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Hill.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience. Guys,
they're catching on quickly, thanks, D.A. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim, no good. Boston leading by 8. Brown dishes to Thomas. There's the pick. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hill kicks to Diaw. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hayward, it's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Hayward's got 5.
And Hayward has really expanded on his game. Really looks at home down on the post.
Thomas passes to Horford. Horford double team. Back to Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score.
They grab their own miss. Hayward can't hit.
He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game, and is killing his team.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And most first-round draft picks in the NBA, Steve, have the unique experience of waiting in the green room on draft day, anxiously listening for their name to be called. What was that day? What was that moment like for you?
You know what? Nerve-wracking, because, I was projected to go anywhere from 2 to 10. So when you start to hear 2, 3, 4, luckily I went 5th, Kevin, but just hoping I didn't fall far to 10. But I think I tell young guys, whether you're 1 through 10, you just want to go to there where it's a great fit for you.
And all the teams that work you out, they probably all say, hey, Steve, if you're available, we're going to take you. And you get a lot of that when you're going through the process?
Yeah, you do. And then you start to believe that you just got to go out there and play your best and wait to see on draft day. Because sometimes you're picked by that team, and the next thing you know, you're traded a pick after.
And as you've said before, being drafted by Miami was a godsend. You thought it was the perfect place for you to go.
I thought it was a great fit for me. Had some guys that I played against throughout my high school and college career. It was perfect.
Now here's Hayward. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Smart with the ball. Defended by Hayward. Brown dishes to Horford. Johnson the screen. Horford against Gobert. Passes it to Thomas. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I have no clue how he got that shot to fall, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Thomas against Hill. He kicks it to Favors. Outside Hill. Favors with a screen on Thomas. Poked away. Kicks it to Johnson. And Thomas has it in the corner. A second chance effort. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Derek Favors. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. 3rd spot, the Celtics.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Steve, you were able to enjoy a lengthy career. You played 14 seasons. With players coming into the league usually after 1 year in the college ranks, do you think career lengths will decline for NBA players?
You know, I don't think so. I'm starting to look at guys playing longer and longer. I think, one, there's not a lot of banging, but I think also they're taking care of their bodies more and more. Guys are playing now up to 20 years in the league.
Amazing, isn't it?
And you're starting to see that regularly.
Now Thomas. George Hill missing on the three. Johnson the screen. Smart. Down low. Off the pick. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Celtics have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. And that one falls for Johnson. The Jazz making a switch here. Isles checked in. So he gets them both. Jazz trail by 11. Utah calls timeout.
Start it.
And checking out the numbers for Hill. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
Now here's Hayward. Tight defense on him. They set the pick. There's the three. Hill, no good.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Johnson sends the screen for Smart. Here's Brown. He's off on that one. And it's Utah the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't seem prepared at all for that offensive explosion and didn't really make any adjustments to counter that.
The shot's good. And it's 9 points for Gordon Hayward.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
Outside Thomas. And that one goes long.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It's back to Hill. Ingles kicks to Lyles. And it's off from three-point range. Boston leading by 7. Brown outside. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Gordon Hayward has always been a good NBA athlete, but now he's starting to get bigger and stronger over the years and being able to finish through contact in the lane.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Smart. 7 points in the game. pick by Horford. Smart passes to Thomas. Boston, no good that time either. And Hayward, for his size and strength, moves his feet pretty well defensively.
Yeah, underrated defender. They say he plays a lot of tennis. That's where he gets his lateral quickness from.
Now Smart, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Horford with a screen on Hayward. Now here's Smart, defended by Hayward. Smart dishes to Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Johnson comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Dante Exum in for George Hill. Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston. Rozier comes in for Thomas. Now here's Smart. Here's Johnson. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see yourself being portrayed in video games as we see now? And how did you react to it?
You know, very humbling, Kevin, to get a chance to see yourself, your name being called in the video game. But what I did like, Kevin, I was so skinny. The video game had me looking buff with muscles and everything. So I like that.
You look pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's because you're my friend.
Alec Burks checked in for Gordon Hayward. And the Celtics also making a change. Olynyk, he's checked in for Al Horford. And he makes the first but misses the second. Jazz trail by 6. Burks on the wing, shoots the three. The Celtics shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Great D that time from Favors.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Exum's teammates like the fact that he always has his eyes open to get them the ball in a nice position. That's what good point guards do.
Here's Smart after Joe Johnson's score. Olynyk, a screen on Burks. Smart passes to Olynyk. Boston again missing.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Lyles kicks to Burks. Down low. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Johnson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end.
And the field goal percentage has dropped to the low 30s for the game. They have the lead, but that might change if they don't improve their shooting.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 7. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And that one, good. Crowder's got 5.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Lyles. Smart with the ball. 7 points in the game. He feeds it to Olynyk. Puts up a 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 7 rebounds in the game. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Favors with the screen. Off the pick. And Boston with the rebound. Olynyk's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second.
Rozier the pass to Olynyk. Now here's Smart. Burks covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Exum dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the screen. Burks for three. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Celtics leading by 4. He dishes it to Olynyk. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's a great offensive rebounder, and he showed it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Picked away. 3-on-3. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Well, the Celtics shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. And here's Smart. 7 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so we wrap up the first half. Boston on top, up by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. Out in front at the half is Boston. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
We welcome you back down to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Without question, Amir Johnson displaying his skills today.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
Jazz trail by 6. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's Brown. Then there's Horford. And it's Thomas in at the point guard. Hayward can't hit. Boston shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. It's stolen by Hill. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Hill's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Utah. Brown outside. Johnson to screen. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Misses off the right iron.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Utah wasn't going to let Gordon Hayward go to Charlotte. They matched that offer sheet a couple of years ago, and now he's growing into his role as the go-to offensive player for the Jazz. But it's his versatility that really makes him special. He said, I have to be active and have to affect all parts of the game in order for us to be a successful team. And indeed, Kevin, he does a little bit of everything.
Sure does. Thank you, D.A. Now Hayward. After Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. Hill has the open look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist in this one.
Floor spacing is so crucial. That's something that George Hill definitely brings to the table.
Now, here's Thomas. 6 points for him. The pass to Johnson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Celtics.
It's been the guards who've dominated the ball, but really in a good way, creating opportunities for their teammates, and that's something they'll look to continue here down the stretch.
And that one falls for Johnson. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. He's off on the second. Utah trailing here. Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Feeds to Hill. For the lead. And the Jazz, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Thomas. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Picked by Horford. Thomas kicks to Horford. It's stolen by Gobert. There's the feed to Hayward. Diaw, the screen. Now Hayward. He's got 9. 5 on the clock. Outside Hill. Takes the 3. Johnson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in. Deep 2 from Hill. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Three minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Here is Thomas. He's got 6. Crowder kicks to Horford. Puts up a 3. Boston again missing.
And that makes it 0 for 3 coming out of the half. Not what they wanted or were expecting.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the pass to Diaw. Back to Gobert. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now in the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim, he has good hands and plays above the rim offensively. That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Stolen away. Ingles. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far, and the shot's good from Crowder.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Hill kicks to Diao. Here's Ingles. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's intercepted. Jerebko inside. Diao's there. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Left side Brown. No good from the wing. Jazz trail by 3. Over in the corner, Diao. Diao with the steal. Not going to go that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Got that one up quick. Jerebko's got 8. Jazz have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Gobert the screen. Now here's Diao. He averages about 5 points a game. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The three-point stroke of Gordon Hayward is so sweet. One of his favorite shots to take.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Thomas dishes to Horford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Brown. The kick out to Hill. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Here's Thomas. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Well, Isaiah Thomas, a first-time All-Star in 2016. Only the second player in NBA history, 5'9" or shorter, to merit that honor. I didn't know that.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of the legendary Calvin Murphy. And for a guy taken with the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft, Thomas no longer Mr. Irrelevant. Another step in his quest to become the best under 6-foot basketball player to ever lace him up.
Alec Burks checked in for Joe Ingles. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Hill kicks to Diao. The dish to Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Diao. Diao's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Celtics with the lead. The screen from Brown. There's a good screen. Thomas passes to Brown. Boston, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Thomas. He's got 11. Dishes it to Horford. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Gobert. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Jazz with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Exum in for Hill. That free throw, no good. Boston making some changes. Olenek, he's checked in for Crowder. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Exum kicks to Johnson. The Jazz with another miss. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Jerebko. Horford. It's good on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Johnson the screen. Exum with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Hayward gets it to go.
When Hayward is tearing it up from the field, you have to keep getting him the ball. He can score wherever he wants as long as he gets the ball in a good spot.
Here's Rozier. Here's Horford. And it's Boston with another.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
And here's Exum. Hayward outside. Here's the three. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 5 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Now here's Smart. Screen by Olynyk. Smart kicks to Jerebko. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jerebko's got 5 points now in the quarter. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Burks. Here's Lyles. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. They set the screen. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Nice open look, but it's no good. Jerebko, the pass to Rozier. Here's Horford. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's been on target all night, and that's helped the whole team.
He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in.
One shot.
And Al Horford no good on that one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Johnson, good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Rozier. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Jerebko can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
All you ask for is execution, and those shots will fall later.
Now, here's Burks. To the paint. The 11-footer. Here's Lyles. And it's blocked. Now, Smart. A three-pointer is right on target. Smart's got 10 points in the game.
You never want to give him an open look from outside because he will flat out burn you from there.
Favors with the screen. Hayward kicks to Lyles. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Burks. From the wing. Offensive rebound. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now here's Smart. He's got 10. Pass to Olynyk. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Shoots off the screen. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 5 here tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Favors sets the pick for Burks. Passes it to Favors. Johnson kicks to Burks. Favors with a screen on Horford. On its way from Burks for 2. And that one goes long.
The thing about setting screens, you have to be willing to sacrifice your body. It can't be half-hearted.
Now here's Smart. Defended by Hayward. Kicks it to Olynyk. And stolen by Hayward. Here's the break. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rebound Boston. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Smart. Defended by Hayward. Smart kicks to Olynyk. The turnaround jumper. And again, it's Boston converting.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Now here's Burks. On its way from Hayward. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Great court awareness on how much time was left on the clock.
And the final period of play just about to start. Celtics leading by 9. Johnson is out there with Boris Diaw. Then there's Hill. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ingles in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Olynyk has the open look. That one wide left.
Well, he's trying to help put the game out of reach. Instead, his poor shooting is keeping the other side in this.
Burks kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Diaw. Johnson the screen, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
You know, depending on the game situation, that kind of mistake can be deadly. Come on, you got to have awareness on the court.
Brown, he's checked in for Smart. Celtics shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Brown outside. Johnson the screen. Brown outside. Johnson sets the screen for Brown. Just 5 to shoot. It's Thomas outside. Utah with the rebound. Diaw with it. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 9. It's Thomas outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Crowder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Jay Crowder really kind of stuck as a role player in Dallas, sent the Celtics in the Rondo trade, and boy, has he been a culture setter for Boston. The consummate pro, one of the most competitive players in our league, and he's become a difference maker on both ends. I think he's improved tremendously in the past season. Credit him and Coach Brad Stevens.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Good on the second free throw. And one of the things that stands out about Jay Crowder is that at 6'6", 235, very physically strong.
Yeah, he plays bigger than his height. Not shy about throwing his weight around. And one of the league leaders in steals per game. He can cover on the wing and body you up on the block.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
And that one falls for Favors. Derek Favors, a gifted defender with a 7'4" arm span, great wingspan. Steve, he logs a high rate of blocks and steals.
Well, he can block shots because of his athleticism, and you talk about that wingspan, but he has a knack to poke the ball away and come up with it with steals. A big man that can block shots and come up with steals, that's huge.
And so Favors nails both of them. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And here is Brown. Thomas a screen. Here's Brown. Boston, no good that time either.
And surprisingly couldn't connect. That's a high percentage a look as he's going to get.
Favors, good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 13 points for Derek Favors.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Thomas. It's Olynyk atop the key. That three off the mark. Jazz trail by 6. Burks in the corner. And Utah another three.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Thomas against Hill. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And that one misses. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks to Johnson. Screen by Olynyk. And the pass to Crowder. And stolen by Favors. Here's Ingles, defended by Crowder. Favors with the screen. Shoots the three. Johnson with some nice D.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Because he's really good defending all the way out to the three-point line.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Now Hill. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Favors with the screen. Over to the left wing. To the inside. That one off the back iron and out. Boston leading by 7. Brown outside. Inside. Here's Johnson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
No good on that one.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
He hits the second from the line. Jazz trail by 8. Now here is Hill. Johnson the screen. To the middle. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
The reason why, he has such a great touch. You got to have that shot inside with the big guys.
And that one falls for Johnson. Celtics leading by 5. Thomas with the ball. Down low. The kick out to Brown. He dishes it to Thomas. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. No good. Excellent D there from Hill. To the inside. And he converts the layup.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And here is Thomas. Screen by Olynyk. Side Thomas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Jazz trail by 3. Hill passes to Favors. Ingles kicks to Hill. To the middle. It's tipped. Top of the key. They get it back.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Johnson against Thomas. To the paint. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
The game now all-time. And that's now 17 points for Derek Favors.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Protecting the rim has to be their #1 priority here in crunch time. They need to recognize that immediately.
Now here is Hill. Feeds it to Hayward. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now here's Crowder. He's guarded closely. And stolen by Hayward. And they're running to take the lead. The second effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. That one misses for Favors. For Boston, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And here's Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Utah. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Hill. Hayward outside. Here's the 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 24 points for Gordon Hayward.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Thomas. Horford with a screen on Johnson. And taken away by Johnson. Hayward dishes to Ingles. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 7-point Utah lead. Now here's Thomas. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Favors with the screen. Hill with it. Hayward outside. Shot clock at 5. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
George Hill, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend 1s or 2s, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
And he makes the first.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
The Jazz making a switch here. Withy's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Inside. Stolen by Withy. Hill against Thomas, and it's Hill. That time the assist from Favors. And the Jazz lead by 9. Boston shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Thomas against Hill. Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Brown. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. 4 on the clock. Here's Thomas. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Favors has got 14 points here in the second half. Celtics trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Boston. Boris Diaz checked in for Jeff Withy. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And stolen by Favors. And Hill has it in the corner. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Thomas. Inside, Horford. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Boris Diaw. He's off on the first.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Hayward. Here's Hill. Diaw, the screen. Hill passes to Favors. Releases. And Utah again with the bucket. Celtics trail by 15. Outside Thomas. It's stolen by Hill. Diaw, the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. There's the feed to Ingles. Hayward outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Favors. Here's Ingles. They get it back. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
It would take a very, very special comeback for them to chop down this lead.
And the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Brown kicks to Thomas. 1:30 left in the fourth. Boston again missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Now here is Hill. Hayward outside. At the top of the key, Ingles. Isaiah Thomas grabs the board. The Celtics shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jazz.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Favors.
He took up a lot of space under the boards tonight, guys. He had it in his mind that every missed shot was going to be his. And he went out there and got those rebounds, a strong effort on the glass.
Here's Horford. Derek Favors making his last shot. Horford kicks to Johnson. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Back to Horford. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Derek Favors. He lit up the scoreboard in the fourth. Guys were scrambling around trying to match up with him. He was in too much of a groove to be messed with. Shaq, what'd you think?
Coming off a loss, the last thing they wanted was to drop back-to-back ball games. He made sure that would not happen. Love the gutsy effort he gave tonight, Ernie.
There are a lot of fantastic power forwards in today's NBA. And let me tell you, Derek Favors is right there among them. And there are nights like this when he even stands above that crowd. His offensive game is extremely well-rounded. He's solid all around.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.